Shard, Icewind Dale. I would like everyone to know that we are streaming for Extra Life, so in the doobly doo down below, please consider donating to Sick Kids Hospital. Also, um, in the doobly doo down below, we are part of the Heroes Wanted Collective, streaming and gaming collective. So there's a link to our Discord and also our friends channels for you to watch. But without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome everyone to session 5. There will be a long recap before this starts, so I will just let everyone who is going to join us tonight introduce themselves first.
Alrighty then. My name is Chris. I am playing Radigan Conover, the humble handyman artificer, and all-round good old.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara, and I'll be playing Sithrin, the Silver Dragonborn Fighter.
And hello, I am Lorne. I'll be playing Jalkin, the fallen Asimir paladin, who's just woken up after getting his clocked run in not the last session, but the one before that.
I am the great Ezekiel, and I am played by Brendan. I'm a wonderful, wonderful half-elven bard.
And in Nabil here, I'll be playing as Duma, Boldstrike, a Minotaur Barbarian.
Hi everyone, this is Steve, and I'm playing Regis Ninefingers, the Thief.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Augustus Gustantine, the Forge Cleric Centaur, and like the North Wind, we will all blow away into nothing.
And on that super happy, super positive note, I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Cassandra Bowman Whitaker, diviner wizard and fangirl extraordinaire.
All right, and so last session, the party finished clearing out the entryway to the town of Bryn Shander after the Yeti. While clearing up, you met Riordan, an apothecary who was helping aid some of the wounded, but was very upset that Slim, the person she's been paying protection money to, wasn't around to help during the attack, and she asked if you would help get her money back. You also heard about a reghead barbarian being held in the market square. Radigan wandered the market and found a warm hovel to spend the night in using his rustic charms. He also met Folter, a dwarf selling black ice trinkets. Regis wandered off and slyly met with a Zentarum contact and then cased out a shop called Renderil's Emporium, a place known to have more money pass through its doors than any other shop in Bryn Shander, perhaps all of them combined. Sithrin, Cassandra, and the great Ezekiel met with Sheriff Southwell and Speaker de Vesachane to plead their case for not leaving the barbarian to freeze outside overnight. The sheriff admitted that there were some inconsistencies to the story of the woman who accused him, Brenna Alcott. She had told some city watch that the barbarian had taken goods from her shop, cloth and sewing notions, but later claimed he stole a lockbox full of coin. Speaker Shane commuted the barbarian's sentence to banishment on the condition that you take him from the city tomorrow morning. Ezekiel met Hengar, who told him he came to town seeking help for the Elk tribe, because an ice witch and her wild beasts have been attacking their camps. Every time they attack, though, the ice witch vanishes in the storm, only to reappear a few days later during the next attack. Meeting up with Bjorn in the tavern, he paid you and then offered you jobs when the spring comes, telling you that he was pleased with all of your work, but that Helda has a more immediate job offer for you. Helda lets you know that she is off to see her uncle Stokely Silverstream at Kelvin's Cairn, where she also wishes to acquire some carvings made from this black ice that she has heard about. She offers you each 20 gold to accompany her, and that she plans to leave somewhere in the next 3 to 5 days. So whenever she gets around to it, she will let you know that she is ready to go. And so you guys currently are in Bryn Shander. She wants to head to Kelvin's Cairn, which is the large, not quite mountain. It looks more like a giant mound of rocks that people, have theories and ideas that, the Titans sort of stacked up, and so it looks like a cairn or a funeral mound.
Oh, like that mountain
One
of black iron rocks in Australia that are just
Yes.
boulders?
Yes. And one of the other people from the caravan, Master Pettywinkle, pulled Cassandra aside and asked if she would help him. He told her he is seeking the diary of Damian Moranus, a wizard who came up to Icewind Dale decades and decades ago, seeking research for a curative salve. And that Pettywinkle sees this as his retirement plan if he can discover this diary, recreate this salve, and sell it. And that he's narrowed down the location to 2 possible spots for the destroyed tower of this wizard. He himself is off to Targos to do a bit more research, which is over there. But he then also suggests that given a 10-day or so, he might be able to meet you up in Lonelywood, along with his friend Regis, a halfling who may have more information from them. And that he would like to, be more than happy to do a 50-50 split for any other treasures that the party found while exploring for this wizard's diary. With this, you all met back up and then went to the Northlook Inn to meet Reardon and face Slim. The desk clerk ushered you upstairs like he was expecting you. Standing in the hallway, you knocked on the door and then immediately it was kicked down by Augustus. Inside the hotel room were a half-dozen rough-looking men and a body bleeding out on the floor. A thin man in old leathers with long, straggly hair that is tied back sees you as you kick in the door, strides towards you with a dripping dagger in his hand, leans back with his shoulders a bit, sort of thrusts his hips forward towards you and just says, "Well, ain't this a situation?"
Okay, so we are in his shop? No, he's breaking into the shop.
No, you guys are standing in the hallway outside of his hotel room.
Oh, right, back here, yes.
So you guys have just kicked the door down and he has walked towards you and very nonchalantly, responded to you kicking down his door. What would you guys like?
Why does he seem so familiar looking?
Right. Why did I kick down the door?
All right.
Because we were gonna make him pay people back.
Oh, right. We have come for what you owe people. You paid to protect them, and you have not. So here we are.
I do believe we might be past what, my friend.
Well, so are you the muscle that my friend here promised me would be coming to visit?
Patrick, does the body on the ground look alive?
Give me a perception check.
Like potentially healable? I don't have
perception check.
I did. I don't have proficiency yet, but 21.
The body on the ground looks quite dead from the amount of blood that is spilling. And with a 21, I will say, from the way the head is slightly turned and the hair falls, you recognize this body.
Who is it?
This would be the person who asked you to bring a crate to the town. This is one of your Harper allies.
Okay. Ezekiel's going to say, friends, I do not think this is a very good man. And I do think the world would benefit were we to, yes, end him.
Yeah, well, Radigan's crossbow's already out. and he is reaching inside of his tool belt, and you note that his arm is down to the elbow, and the tool belt pocket ends far before that. So clearly, something magical is going on.
All right,
A
and
tool belt of
Slim,
holding.
Absolutely.
Utilikilt of holding. Slim will, look you all up and down and just say, how much money we talking here to make this problem go away?
1,000
I
gold.
definitely think he's not a good guy.
You have killed an ally of mine.
And
I do not
Radigan
think
will
this problem is going away for money.
Duma is just screaming out, "Either you hairless apes do something, or I am," in the next few seconds.
Duma,
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Hairless. Hey,
And I am going to, with that, inspire Duma.
And Radigan will pull out what looks like a large oil can.
All right. With that, the other men in the room all stand, turn, and you see they half draw their scimitars. And Slim, his hips astride, wipes the dagger off on his leg and just says, "This man was trying to shake us down, and looks like you're trying to do the same. You sure you want to start a tussle?"
My horns will answer that for you.
are these locals, Brendan or Patrick?
You have no idea.
Okay, so I don't recognize them as anybody that I've known from my travels, like I did with the guards before.
Nope.
Son,
Cytherin, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Why are they moving forward?
Because they're trying to get a better position, so let's step in.
As you do that, I will say, Cytherin, you can see as a couple of them move, you recognize a mark, a tattoo on the sort of side of the neck of some of these sort of rough-looking men in the room. And you recognize it as being the mark of Ship Rethnor.
Okay.
From Luskan.
All right,
What are they
shield and
doing out
mace
here?
out, and let's not let them take the door. Could someone step up here?
All right, with that,
I will.
Let's roll initiative then.
I
All
would
right.
have walked up.
Son,
I got out of the way.
Yeah, well, it's more. We're the two of us, Gus and I. We have the same armor class. We're wearing heavy armor. I think we're the tanks.
I'm not really tanky.
I would rather
You
make
have an
the tank this
18,
time,
don't
please.
you?
What?
You have an 18 AC.
Yeah, but my con isn't tanky.
No, but
As long as it isn't me this time.
I'm also, I think. Wait, we have a couple clerics, so I'm not the main healer. Good.
we have a cleric.
You.
I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah, shit.
I think the only class we don't have represented are warlock and druid and monk.
No ranger?
Oh, no ranger either. Yeah, if Jalkin dies, I'm gonna come back ranger.
I don't like these initiative rolls.
Cassandra's first.
Middle of the
Regis.
pack. the rogue goes first. Wait, isn't he an assassin?
Well, Regis
Oh, no,
goes
he doesn't get that
first
until
until
level 3.
Kathy Lee outshines him and replaces him.
So the first one up is Regis. You are still in the hallway as you see your allies start moving into the room. What would you like?
Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm gonna pull out my short bow, but I'm not gonna do anything.
All right. Are you
Uh-oh.
holding an action?
Yeah, I am holding an action till someone does something on the other side, or we attack first.
So until
All right.
until hostilities start.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
All right. So you see Slim sort of spin the dagger in his hand, and it slides away into, what looks like a little hidden area in his tunic. And he just looks at you and just says, "I didn't invite you into my room. You sure you want to do this?"
What?
And you see his hand just sort of slide and hold onto the pommel of what appears to be a scimitar.
Let's dance.
And with that, the other people in the room will just sort of move towards you guys and draw their.
Patrick, I saw something terrible.
What did you see?
Your initiative
Yeah,
score.
I know.
That's why I hide all of them. Roll20 likes to reveal stuff.
And excuse me, Nabil, it's 2 left coconuts.
You mean hooves?
No, I mean the coconuts in front of me. They're 2 left halves.
It's why I changed the sub name to be the name of the character if it's that important.
Yep. I thought I had done that. Oh well. Either way. So the bandits move forward, draw their weapons, and seem to hold and wait to see what's going to happen. Cassandra.
Go fangirl. Go fangirl.
Okay, sorry, I was pressing the wrong button. They are going to attack my allies right now, right? They're heading in that direction.
They've moved forward, but they have each drawn what appear to be small crossbows and are just sort of holding steady and waiting to see what is going to transpire. But they have not made
the Cold War, and this is the Cuban Missile Crisis.
They have, how you say, tiny pricks.
Cassandra blushes to that, and you know what? I'm going to.
Don't start it.
Okay, so I will.
Start it before I do, because I'm absolutely going to start it.
Are you now? Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to hold my action. And I will command, as my bonus action, I will command Heidi de Tressum to give me the help action for when this does go off. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Radigan.
Radigan will, as a bonus action, because I have a couple of fine spells I can use. As a bonus action, he'll pull out a small mirror that has some little runes around it. And who can he see that would be useful here? Gus is wearing some pretty heavy armor. So's Jalkin, I imagine.
18, baby.
Same.
Okay, he'll pull out a small mirror with some runes around it, and he'll just kind of like reflect some light onto Regis. And Regis doesn't necessarily glow so much as has sort of a better sense of like not being seen or not being targeted. So Sanctuary.
All right. Any movement?
No, and for my action, I'm going to ready an action for, again, when hostilities occur. And I'm going to ready my crossbow. Actually, no, I'm not going to ready the crossbow. I'm going to ready a spell.
All right.
Wait, I can't cast a spell and then it's got to be a cantrip. Yeah, okay, never mind then. I will ready my crossbow.
All right. Jalkin, you have stepped into the room.
All right.
Shoot him.
Now, don't start it.
I don't want to be hostile, but I want to be aggressive. That's the problem. So I need to do something real quick to figure something out.
He's going to start masturbating to show domination.
Now,
it's dominance.
He ain't no monkey.
No, this is about domination. So, while he's figuring that out,
It shouldn't
anybody
be
watch
too
Catch
long.
22?
You know what? No, I know exactly what I'm going to do now. So, bonus action, going to cast Divine Favor on myself, saying, by Shanti, I will protect my friends. And then I will hold an action to attack the first hostile creature that threatens within my area of attack.
All right. Augustus.
Well, it looks like we're gonna fight. So, may the blessings of Moradin be upon you, Duma, and I will step aside so Duma can charge Slim. Take him out, and you are blessed.
You're blessed, and you
Inspired.
have inspiration.
As a
Just don't
player,
roll a
you
one.
got. As a player,
wait,
you got.
you're blessing who now?
Duma.
You get blessed.
You
three
realize
people.
you get 3 people.
Oh, it's 3 at level 1. Shit. For some
Yeah,
reason
it's
I was
great.
thinking it was 1 at level 1. Okay, so Duma, Junkin Media, and who else is
What?
comedy? No, sorry, it's one of those YouTube media companies. I should
Duma
make a joke
Jalkin.
about your name. Duma Jalkin and Regis. The
All
blessings
right.
of Moradin be upon you, friends.
Duma.
The inspiration is D4 or D6?
D6 inspiration, D4 blessing.
D4. D6 plan. Okay, fantastic.
You can actually
So,
set it to automatically roll it too.
nice.
More importantly, don't set the inspiration to, because it's something you choose after you make the roll.
After, yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Right now, I'm just gonna charge in, and I keep forgetting the name of what I'm trying to do.
Slim?
Slip? What? Hammering. Goring Rush, yeah, that was the one I was trying to find.
Oh yeah.
That's the one, and the first, obviously, would be this guy.
And as soon as you start charging into the room and step forward, all of the crossbow bolts turn and fire at.
Should have activated Rage. Fuck.
I think only one hit.
2.
2?
Potentially
13
2.
AC.
Oh.
I haven't
Ooh.
used my portents today, and I rolled a 2 and a 6. I could make one of them disappear.
Wait, hold on. 1,
Probably better to
2,
hold on
3
to the
hits.
rolls.
3
3.
hits.
3 hits. That's a 3.
Yep, so you take
And
13 piercing damage. And then Slim, as soon as you come within his range, is going to have his...
Yeah, I thought you were going to charge Slim, not the other guy.
Steph, are you intervening?
Yes, my held action. I wanted to get
I think we all, like, so many people have held actions.
Mine doesn't trigger.
Sorry,
yeah,
for some
mine
reason.
does.
For some reason,
their held actions go first. Your firebolt, with a
13.
natural...
No, 13, because I commanded...
Oh, your Tristram was giving the help action, yes. 13 does not hit.
What? Son of a...
Is he wearing armor?
He is wearing basic leather. Actually, oh no, sorry. 13 does hit.
Woo!
I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes.
2 damage.
So, there's just a spark, but at the same time, he is pulling out his short sword and attacking the charging. For the first damage is going to be for 4 piercing.
So he's a werewolf?
Were-rat.
Oh, were-rat. I didn't see that.
So, Duma, with that, roll your attack now.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to change my health from the damage I took. Apparently that's disabled, so I'm going to have to do it from the character sheet at a later time, but for now,
Brendan, check to see if the bar is actually tracked to his health bar on his sheet.
I'm not DMing.
Sorry, Patrick.
It
Uh,
is.
Weird.
Bill, you don't have to use the goring rush to attack with your things. You still have a bonus action. You
Okay,
could just
so
walk that distance. You don't have to dash.
I don't have dash. Okay, that would have been fun. Okay, bonus action rage. I should cut down on that wall of text, but yeah, goring horns coming in.
I'm pretty
Get
sure
horn.
everyone here knows what rage does.
What is this rage mechanic?
Wait,
I would like
barbarians
to
can rage?
Rage?
Just to be fair, this is the first time I'm playing as a barbarian, so I'm speaking only for myself, not for others.
Usually you should speak only for yourself.
Max damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, you gore into this and send him flying, and he is laying on the ground, bleeding out next to this body over.
Yep, I think that's pretty much it for me.
All right. Any other held actions go off?
I do believe a bunch of us had held actions.
Yes.
I had
But
a
I think-
action.
Yep. So Regis would go first.
My short bow would go right into Slim.
All right, roll your attack.
Who now does he have? Because he's got a
Yeah, he's got sneak
ally
attack.
next to him. Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your arrow strikes, and you see Slim sort of react and and then you see him just pull the arrow out of his shoulder, and the wound doesn't even seem to be bleeding.
Wow.
Augustus, did you have any held actions?
No, remember I blessed.
You blessed? All right, Radic.
All right. I can't actually see Slim from where I am. So this guy right here is getting a very mechanical crossbow bolt right to the face.
All right, yes, that hits, and you see just blood spray and spatter as he's knocked back into his shoulder. And he's a little bit surprised, but looks very, very hurt, and just turns pale almost immediately. But he is still standing. Cytherin.
You skipped me.
I did. I am sorry. The Great Ezekiel.
The Great Ezekiel. Okay, so I would have seen Slim not take the damage, right?
Yes.
Like the square I'm on, I'm not actually I'm in my sight, but I wouldn't be that far over. It's just 5 foot squares. Would I know what that means? Not necessarily what he is, but that he's ignoring non-magical damage.
Give me an Arcana check.
17.
You would recognize that he is either protected in some way, or he's potentially some sort of lycanthrope.
Okay. Step here. As my object interaction, Ezekiel's going to grab onto his magic dagger and thrust it handle first towards Regis. And then action. Wait. Bonus action. I can't decide which one's better. If I should try and sleep Regis or if I should heal Duma. Because they're both
Why would you sleep Regis?
Yeah, I assume you meant
Slim.
Slim.
Yeah.
Oh no, our
No, I'm
rogue's
not
about to
gonna
go.
Is Slim an elf? Where at?
No, he appears to be human.
Okay. I'm gonna keep Duma alive. No, I'm not. Dissonant whispers on Slim.
All right. Wisdom save?
I believe it is.
He fails.
10 psychic damage, and he has to run away.
All right.
He bravely runs away.
Yeah, must use reaction if available, to move as far away. Oh, it doesn't have his reaction.
No, he's used his reaction. All right. Any more movement?
Hide, take cover right back behind here. Even further away, even.
All right.
And bonus action, as well as handing Regis the dagger, I'm going to inspire Regis.
All right. Cytherin.
All right. What? This is Ship Rethnor, you said, right?
Yes.
What would I know about Ship Rethnor?
Bunch of scoundrels and thieves. They're the lowest on the totem pole of the ships.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, all of the ships deal in some sort of illegality, but Ship Rethnor, it wouldn't surprise you to learn that they're sort of moving or attempting to move out into different areas since they don't have a whole lot of authority in Luskan.
Okay. And no one shout out about, lycanthropy or anything yet.
Nope.
Okay. And I don't know Ship Rethnor is having that, right?
That would not be something you would associate with them necessarily.
Yeah, I think I'm the one. I think my ship is the one that's associated with lycanthropy. Okay. Going by the game. Yeah, so I'm just going to 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go, into the room. Bum, 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 bum. Where are the ones with the markings?
The ones who are marked are that guy. And moving in now, you see that a couple more on this side.
Okay. Slim, Jalkin, Duma. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm still gonna be there, but I actually want to end up here on this side of Yalkin, and I'm going to do. And I'm going to angle it so I get Slim and... Wait, I think I have to be moved. Yeah.
Slim, the guy behind him?
Yeah.
All right.
It's winter fresh.
So Slim, this blast of cold air. Slim, sort of ducks and weaves a little bit out of the way, and the guy standing behind him just and gets this whole blast of cold air.
All right,
and you can see his beard is just sort of frosted up, and he's just standing and shivering. And Slim, you can see there's just a patch of frost on part of his arm and his armor that he shakes off.
Okay. Then I'm going to, I don't do this often enough I am going to action surge because it just says I can take an additional action on top of my regular action. So I've used my action. So I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to move into Slim. Once I can actually, there we go. And
your great axe comes down and slashes and cleaves across his chest and shoulders, and you see the line of skin sort of rupture and then almost heal up immediately as your axe cleaves through, and he just chuckles at you, even though you can see his eyes are wide and sort of peering and looking around the corner of the door.
Did I roll a 1 or a 2? No, I didn't. Okay, that's it for me. That's all I can do. I don't really have any bonus actions I can do right now.
All right. Regis, you've just been handed a knife.
A shiny knife. A +1 knife.
That's not a knife.
You call that a knife? Now
call it a dagger.
This is a knife.
Regis,
Yeah, I'm right here.
you've been handed a knife.
Oh, yeah, I have. Okay. And what is...
It's your turn, bro.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Arrow did nothing.
Yeah, I'm firing.
And you just watched Cytherin's great axe do nothing, and she got a pretty hefty blow in on.
Would I figure out that this is a were-rat and just say, "You need silver"?
The fire actually did something.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to fire my short bow at Citharin.
At Citrin?
Citharin.
Why
What?
Citharin?
I'm sorry, Slim. At Slim. Sorry.
I was gonna say, what did I do to
But
you,
you saw it didn't do anything last time.
Regis, kill the mooks! You can kill
Yeah.
the mooks!
And again, your arrow strikes into his shoulder, and he doesn't appear to be phased by it at all, as he just breaks it out and tosses it back to the floor.
My friend, use
Any
the
movement?
dagger.
Any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my rapier and just move forward.
I'd say you got a shielding spell on you, friend.
Not anymore. He doesn't.
Yeah, Sanctuary goes away when you attack.
Yes, yeah, it went boom.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more for supporty characters. Like the Great Ezekiel would be a good target for it.
If the water creature makes an attack. Oh, shit. Okay.
But it's only an attack.
Okay, I'm going
Right.
If you have an effect that causes damage around you that isn't an attack, it still works.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Guess I read that wrong.
Oh, it's good for one turn.
All right. Slim will turn his attention from the Minotaur to the dragon, who seems to have charged in, and he will eye up the situation in the room as everybody's sort of moving in, and he sees a couple of spellcasters, and he is going to disengage. He moves back here. You see him shrink down, and he turns into a rat in front of your eyes, and you see him disappear under the bed, and you just hear scratching and scrabbling as
Get him!
Didn't he use his action to disengage?
Yeah.
bonus
Yeah.
action.
What?
Oh man,
He's
that's
a
great.
fucking rogue!
He's a were-rat. They're all rogues.
That's racist.
No, it's specious.
Well, technically, it's an affliction.
So
That's
I'm
really racist.
And
No,
with
no, no.
that, the rest of the-
Lycanthropy is a disease. It's an affliction.
It's ableist!
Moving on.
Yeah, with that, the rest of the sort of thugs and bandits in this room will all, look at you guys and just sort of look amongst each other, and they immediately move into attack.
Oh, you
So-
guys had that one opportunity to set the weapons down. So sad. We will toot
Yay, my
you a
action
loop.
goes off.
Indeed, somebody moves threateningly in towards you.
Well, I miss.
You do. They come at you with their scimitars out, and you swing. But yeah, that includes your bless. Yep. So unfortunately, a miss. So the two far back here are going to. One's going to fire at you.
Mm-hmm.
You take 9 piercing in the back. This other one is going to fire at Regis. And you take 6 piercing.
6 piercing.
This one beside Jalkin is going to swing with his scimitar and is going to hit your morning star as you swing in the air, and the two of you just sort of lock eyes as neither of you are able to get through with your weapons. And
Oh, it's
this
glowing,
one-
though. With the light of Shanti.
Oh, yes. And so this one above is also going to stab at Regis. And 11 is not enough. Regis is able to duck out of the way of that. This one is going to stab it. And that is a miss. And then this foolhardy one is running up at you, and swings, and you lower your horns and actually catch the blade in your horns and just sort of look up at him and snort, and you can see his face registers the mistake he's made.
Do sparks fly from the contact with my horns?
Cassandra, your tressworm is still flying throughout the room. Where would you like it to go?
Okay.
Closest to that guy who is currently engaged with Duma, but there are other people that you can see.
All right. So I'm going to move up. I'm going to ask her to give me the help action on that guy,
All right.
and I will do another firebolt.
Oh, that is a hit. And streaking past Duma, just this little dart of flame explodes and blasts this person in the chest, and they stagger backwards. They are still on their feet, but barely. They look very badly injured, and they are quickly patting the flames out on their.
And
Any other
that
movement?
is the end of my turn.
All right. Radigan.
Quick question for you. Did we have a chance to get a short and/or long rest?
Yes, you guys had a long rest. That's
Okay,
when you
good. So
leveled
it was-
up.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
you
So
guys
I
have a
do
full complement of health and.
health and spell slots. Yeah, no, that's important because Sanctuary wouldn't have been able to go off otherwise. Okay, so Radigan will sort of step forward here to get a better view of the room because I have things I need to get done. And again, in his one hand, there's an oil can, and he just kind of like points it right to there, and just kind of sprays a nice fine sheen of oil all over the floor.
Not a bit of pork rind or butter.
Well, no,
So draw your 10-foot square.
Lard.
mostly engine oil. So it's a 10-foot. Yeah, it's a 10-foot square. Okay, where's my draw shape?
It's amazing how the oil manages to confine itself entirely to a square.
It is though.
Magic.
Folk into D&T.
He's pulling all of the grease and viscera and oil that's been in this hotel rug and carpet for God knows how long out, and it bubbles up in this 10-foot square.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It'll be right there.
All right.
Be a lot closer.
So he will immediately slip and fall on his ass.
And Radigan will just sort of laugh at that and start pointing his crossbow into the room behind people. And you notice that another bolt just kind of mechanically draws itself into its bow.
All right.
And that's
Jalkin,
it.
you have a prone bandit directly in front of you, and the one that you locked weapons with beside you. What would you like?
Well, as a free action, I'm gonna clear up the blockage, shove him away a bit with my shield, and then take a swing at the guy who's on the.
Oops, sorry.
Son of a.
Wait,
A
what'd
12
you
is
get?
just a 13 is enough to hit.
Good. I do 16 damage.
Yay!
Your Morning Star rains down, and just there's
That's
this
one
sickening,
shy of max right now, guys.
Yeah, there's a sickening crunch as you just hear this person's chest cave in and collapse, and the cracking of ribs, and just this as all the life is knocked directly out.
Can I do the X
Oh, you got
card
his
for
life
Patrick
everywhere.
ever doing that sound again?
Patrick, please do that sound every time we kill something.
I'll try.
Old man choking.
Any movement? Any bonus actions?
No, I kind of like staying right here, keeping a shield on the side of Regis.
Okay. Augustus.
All
You
right.
hear a terrible sound come from beside.
Yes, and I'm far across the room. I can't see the rat under the table, right?
No, I mean you would have to move up and really duck under the bed to even get a close look at underneath the bed.
Let's try this.
Yes.
Okay, move up to there. I guess I'll take the 2 attack of opportunities from the one between Duma, on either side of Duma, and I'll try and flip the bed.
So you take 6 slashing damage.
Ow.
You attempt to flip the bed. You find it is, in fact, pretty easy to do. There is a bed frame, but the mattress itself is mostly, straw and other sort of materials. You are able to flip it over without any difficulty, and you see at the head of the bed there is a small hole that obviously leads out into the wall. And you see no sign of any creatures under the bed.
Oh, I think I gotta send Heidi in.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm done because I did my action to flip the bed. I moved. Bonus action. I guess we'll use my last first level spell, and we will, because it's Cithrin and Doom has taken the most damage. So healing word on. You can do it. Don't let them boss you around. And that's 1d4 plus whatever my modifier is. What's my spellcasting modifier? That's my wisdom score?
Are you a cleric?
What
Yes.
are you casting?
Healing word.
Healing word.
So yeah, it's 1d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so 1d4 plus
If you
3.
have the spell, it should cast and roll it all for you.
Oh shit, I should just click.
Wait, it's not 1d4 plus 16?
I wish it was.
No, it's not.
I mean, you could in theory get it up that high if you had the proper modifiers.
Actually, that's a pretty good. That's a
Very
pretty
nice.
good roll.
Yeah,
And
you
I am
heal
out of
6.
spells.
And the bandit up here with a 14 dexterity is easily able to step out of the way of this mattress that you flipped over. Duma, you feel a little bit more recharged as Augustus heals you up, and you have one of these bandits right in your face.
I thank Augustus. Thanks, Hairless Ape. I will return the favor in kind. And I turn.
Augustus is the horseman.
I am very hairy from my bottom up to my very hairy
Oh,
chest.
I forgot. He's a centaur. Okay, big bottom horse. Thank you.
I will take big bottom horse.
A BBH.
BBH make the world go round,
They
huh?
do make this rockin' world go around.
All right, so I turn to the rogue and I bring in my maul, which has been a considerable source of bad luck since day one.
Oh, not tonight though.
Not tonight, brah. And I bring in 15 pain.
Oh, that is an absolutely instant kill as his skull just caves in. And I mean, the last thing you hear and see is just the fear in his eyes and just a
I believe the sound you're looking for is a squishing sound.
Like a fist in mayo.
Like a.
Oh, that's the noise that happened. Yeah, after this poor man cried out. Any movement, any bonus action?
Gus is following. I think Gus is following Slim. So.
No, I am not. I cannot fit in the tiny hole. Look, it is a tiny hole.
It's a hole fit for a small creature.
Duma has visual spatial issues.
All right, I'm just
not sure if he has object permanence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move a bit over here because any direction I take, I'm just gonna take damage. That's pretty much it for me.
All right. The great Ezekiel. You hear sounds of carnage from the hallway.
I run in. I don't see Slim.
But his bed is flipped.
His bed is flipped.
But you'd see the hole where the bed was sitting.
It's a tiny mouse-sized hole.
You see there is a small hole in the wall up there.
They turn into giant rats, which are small creatures.
The great Ezekiel will yell out, nothing. He's just going to cast Sleep, centered on the...
Sorry, centered on...
this guy.
The two who are shooting at...
there's another one? I didn't even know there was another one there.
Yeah, there's two over there.
I can't see that, but I'm going to hit it anyway.
Yeah, you will. Roll your sleep.
20.
20. Yeah, he just slowly slumps down, and thankfully the mattress has been flipped over because he just rests his head on it and falls.
All right. And then bonus action, I will inspire Cithrin with my last inspiration.
All right. Cithrin, you are inspired.
Woot. I can't go through the hole. I'm too big for it.
Yes.
We all are.
Anyone
Yeah.
can squeeze through a hole for a small creature. You just move at half speed.
Yeah, but I question what's on the other side of that hole and how much of a head start they've
5,
gotten.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Oh, I got one right in front of me. Derp. I'm just gonna go swing at him.
All right.
Bink.
Ho ho ho!
Hang on, did I-
Cleaved through.
Boom. And then I'm going
Yikes.
to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm just grinning at this other guy here.
All right. Regis.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to the one near Slytherin. Let's 20.
Give me a dexterity saving throw as you move through that patch of grease.
Okay.
Actually, he could avoid the grease to get up there using 30 feet of movement.
He could have. He didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 13.
So, unfortunately, you fall prone as you try and race through this grease to get next to Slytherin.
Oh. Okay.
I just want to see. Does it end your action? I guess you could stand up, but I think that would take half your movement.
Yep.
So,
So 5, falls prone,
about
gets
there.
back up. 10. Yeah, you can get to.
Can you repeat that again? Sorry, that cut out on me.
Yes, you would fall prone. You could stand back up, and then yeah, you would be able to get to where you.
Okay.
Well, no, that would be the end of
Oh.
your
Yeah,
action.
that's the end of your movement is
So right here.
right there.
Okay.
He's a rogue.
Not on
He
the
can
gre-
bonus
not on the-
action dash.
Not on the grease spot.
Oh, the red. Okay.
Yep, you can bonus action to dash and keep moving if you want. This creature, this guy up here, is asleep currently.
Okay, I'm gonna dash and make it over there.
My friend, leave him alive. We need to rest in him.
Don't we already have one that's asleep? We can tie up the one that's asleep. I know a whole
Yeah, he
about
just
amount-
ran at the one that's asleep.
I'll tie him up. I'll tie him up.
I know an awful lot about knots.
All right, Regis pulls out some of his rope, and you start tying up this sleeping figure. And with that, this guy in front of you, Cithrin, is going to turn and eye the window that is on the wall, and he's going to make a dash for it. Give me an attack of opportunity.
Cut his ass.
All right, he takes 5 slashing as your axe comes down across his back. But he
Wait.
does.
I can re-roll that because I rolled a 2.
All right.
Shit, what is it on a 1d12?
Yep.
All right, so
That's
7. 10 damage. That is just enough to keep him alive. He is staggering and he leaps out of the window, but he is so injured you actually see that he almost just tumbles through, and you hear nothing but a splat as he hits the ground outside. That is going to leave him dead outside, unfortunately. That is plenty of damage. He's not going to be able to keep himself healthy. And the one in front of you, Jalkin, is just going to drop his weapon and lift his hands in the air and just say, I got nothing more about this. Just take me to the sheriff.
Good choice.
After we talk to him. And
I was
gonna
saying
run over to
good
the bar.
choice for him, giving up. It was a very good choice that he did that.
All right. And
Ezekiel
with that, you
runs
guys
for the body.
All right. Yes, you guys are out of combat. Ezekiel,
Well,
you
world
run
knows
for.
now.
I wanted to trample one more time one of these guys.
Bust through the wall where the rat went. Just like
Any
crash right through here.
any chance of saving him?
No, he is quite dead.
I will run through that wall.
You are on the second floor.
Damn it.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm halfway
There,
close
living
to
on a prayer.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
now, don't tell the boy lies now like that. I'm going to guidance myself, sort of adjust my my goggles, and I'm going to look over this body, and presumably that would be an investigation check.
And
Yes.
yeah, well,
I
they
would
do that.
also like to. I would like to help him make this investigation check, and I recognize this
Absolutely.
person, right?
Cool.
Yes,
I'll try
you
and
recognize
spot
this.
Would I know where he's hiding his Harper emblem?
Yes,
Presumably having seen
you would definitely be able to just reach under his collar and take off his Harper pin.
I will quickly do that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and you do that, and Radigan, you quickly sort of pat down the body,
25.
and you find almost immediately his purse, which you see has two blue gems that are probably worth about 50 gold each to your eyes. Very nice sapphires.
I'm not about to rob this man.
Other than that, you see that he's got a half decent short sword on his belt. Nothing terribly fancy, but you do see that upon inspection it is silvered. And you also find a note. And
So that I'm going to take.
all right, are you going to take it or are you going to read it?
Well, I'm going to read it.
All right.
Let me see the note as well, please. I knew this man.
All
Did I
right,
see the
In passing,
sapphires?
but I knew him.
I will open it up and show the great Ezekiel.
All right. What does Mr. Dawes' note say?
It reads, Arun, problems have arisen. Please meet me at the Northlook to discuss. Mythan.
Anything on the back?
Looking out down into the alleyway, you see a couple of drunks that are fighting, but nothing else.
Wait, is this Aaron or is this Emran Daw?
This is Arun.
Okay. Well, I suppose he will not be getting his delivery.
I flip over the note.
The backside is blank.
I
flip
apply
over
a
the
small
note
amount of
again.
heat to the backside.
I hold it up to the light.
You see no other messages or anything else hidden inside it.
But does Ragan...
Great Ezekiel, give me another perception check.
Cithra is going to investigate the other bodies and see if she can find anything useful on them.
All right. Yeah, you notice nothing else about this. You don't pick out any codes or any messages. Cithrin, as you're searching through the bodies, you can see that each of them only has a small amount of coin on them. Each of them have 3 gold and a couple of silver. So it almost As you're sort of going around, and after the third body, it looks like they've, if not payment or pocket money, but they've all been given the exact same amount of money, so they have 3 gold and then 4 silver on them.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I gotta say, we've been seen walking into this inn, and there's an awful lot of death up here. So we're gonna have to explain ourselves to the sheriff, and he's already dealt with us. So I reckon he's gonna be none too happy to see us again, especially after this. But there ain't no hiding that body outside now, I'm afraid.
It is probably would not be wise anyway. But do I know of any other harpers in the town?
You would know that there is a harper that works out of the market square. You know that they operate as a beggar, but you don't know any more than that.
So probably not someone who would have any sway with the sheriff. And do I know who Mithan is?
You do not.
Perhaps the best course of action would be to be completely honest with the sheriff and definitely explain to him that Slim is not what he seems. You all noticed that, right?
Did I see anything when I went to the
kinda hard
window, watching for him outside, like a large rat or a guy that looked like him?
No, you didn't see anything like that. When you guys looked out the window, all you saw were a couple of drunks fighting down in the alleyway, which may or may not have turned amorous after a few moments.
Does Duma find anything under the bed after he lifts it and tosses it out of the way?
You don't find anything under the bed. As you are tossing the mattress, you hear a very familiar sound of coin sort of rattling in a bag. And as you dig through the mattress, you find a leather pouch with 25 gold pieces in it.
Cicerin, would you like to ask our cognizant guest if there's anything else we need to know about this room?
She'll nod. She'll walk over to the sleeping guy and kick him in the ribs to wake him.
No, the cognizant one, the one that is awake.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, cognizant-
No, she was doing
Rewind.
that anyway.
Rewind. No, my apologies. I thought that guy was dead, no longer in the room. But all right, I walk over to the one that's awake. And yeah, my bloody great axe still over my shoulder. I just kind of, axe on my shoulder, hand on my fist. I'm just like, talk. What else do you need to know? Do you mean to roll intimidation?
Intimidation or persuasion?
No, I want to intimidate.
What was Slytherin do?
Jesus. Wow. No, I'm going to persuade. I would have been fine either way, but I got -1 intimidation.
All right. So what do you say to him?
What do we need to know? Like, why were you here? Yeah, talk. Like, tell us what you know. Why were you here? What else is in the room?
Why did they kill this man?
Why were you here? Because even though, so like as a player, right? They may not have killed him. Slim may have killed him. Their job may have just been to like back up Slim. They may have not have known anything about the death. That's why I'm asking them what they were doing there.
We're just hired hands. We know nothing. We were sent up by the ship to try and curry favor and influence in the town. This man came in here and started challenging Slim and accusing him, and Slim just was a little faster on the draw. I got. Then you guys showed up almost immediately. I mean, I got nothing in this fight. You took the money I already made.
I did. So they were just hired to like come here and be backups, basically, and to expand the influence of their ship.
Yeah,
Yes, but-
yeah.
Okay.
The shipmaster figured that we need to expand out of Luskin and bring Shanders a good enough place, and there's, other towns up here that could always use protection, and they just it seemed likely.
And he's marked by Rethnor. I just kind of snort and was like, just like ship Rethnor, more brawn than brains. Doesn't make sense to go this far bloody north. I just turned to the rest of them. I just kind of like dismissed the guy behind me. He's like, yeah, he knows nothing. He was just hired help.
And you see, when you say that to him, you see him just, he stands a little taller, almost with his pride, and then you just kind of see him deflate as you walk away, and he, yeah.
I turned back to him and was like, prove me wrong. Are you hired help or no?
He just says, yeah, I don't like you talking bad about Ship Rethnor.
I just, snort derisively at him again. And it's like, go back to your masters and tell them there's nothing here for them.
No.
Assuming
he
we're
will be
done.
going to the sheriff, because his actions helped lead to the death of a good man.
He will go back to his ship eventually. Either he'll make it out on his own, or his fellow idiots will try and get him out.
Yeah.
We didn't plan to take this guy out if we don't hear anything bad happening to him within a reasonable time frame.
Wait, don't we have to kill Slim or rough up
We
Slim
do have to kill
because
Slim.
of
Look, we were just
Or
trying to
arrest
get
Slim.
we were just trying to get the money.
All right, now we
back,
got to
for
find
our,
where Slim is. Did we get the money back?
I'm gonna.
We got
Dragon's
some gold,
Gonna
but
start rifling through the desk here.
All right, you find nothing in the desk, but as you are sort of rifling, the bandit sort of speaks up and just says, "It's in the fireplace."
I was already walking there.
There you go. Not so much hired help now, are you? Thinking for yourself now.
Well,
Much
Very
obliged.
condescending. Very condescending.
Yeah.
Now,
Where else would you put it? It's no one would suspect anything were you to set fire to the fireplace all of a sudden.
he
the story of it
just
is
says,
very subtly.
he says, not supposed to know, but like the fourth rock up to the left there's a small place to stash a place in there. And you find it's very well concealed, but once you know what you're looking for, you're able to jimmy the rock loose, and you find a small wooden box that, as you withdraw it, you can see that it is lined inside with gold coins. And quickly, doing a calculation, you can see that there's nearly 200 gold in there. It's 190 gold.
Okay, and it's open. It's not.
It's got a sliding cover to it, so it looks like it's a long, narrow box. It's not a chest or a trunk because it's a smaller space, but it's got a sliding wooden top, and you can see the coins are. It's like a wooden coin roller.
Okay.
Something designed to hold coins, but to be tucked into a small space on a ship, kind of a thing. Cytherin would recognize the design almost immediately.
Okay, so this is the protection money, yes? Perhaps we should return it to the merchants.
Yeah,
Yep.
we need to talk to our good friend the sheriff. That'd be the Valish.
Yes. Perhaps we should give the gold to the sheriff to redistribute to the merchants, because that would carry some goodwill with him.
Maybe
show that
we listen. Here in the remote parts of the world, which we happen to find ourselves, justice has a way of being a little looser than you might expect. I suggest that we might be a bit more efficient in our return of the protection money if we delivered it ourselves.
What kind of read did I get on the sheriff? Did he seem like he was on the up and up?
Yes. You guys got the sense that, the sheriff was very firm in his beliefs, but he allowed for you guys to sort of question and bring forth ideas. So he wasn't completely inflexible, and he didn't necessarily seem angry or put out that you guys questioned the idea of Hengar. And when he let you know that there were questions about this woman's testimony, you got the sense that he was persuadable. Certainly didn't seem, like it was of any great importance for him for the barbarian to be left outside.
All right.
And with this, I will say you guys hear a at the doorway, and you see the man that was behind the front counter when you came in, just sort of looking into the room, his eyes wide, and just sort of saying, "Everything done in here? What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, you're gonna have the sheriffs through. Don't touch this room, and
I
if
don't
you got
want
any
the
other
sheriff
business-
through here. Look, you.
Well, look, you're getting
You
the
get
sheriffs
the-
through here. So
Uh,
if you got
yeah,
any other business, son, I'd suggest you squirrel it away because we're taking care of this the right way. You understand me?
yes.
Oh.
One of them did jump out of the window, and I am almost certain the sheriff will find out.
Oh, I know somebody jumped out of the window. He damn near killed someone when they were outside using the bathroom.
Yes.
I
That is
mean,
more
he
than
will
I needed
not
to know.
need any, how you say, prunes for a while after that scare, eh?
And he smirks
Look,
almost despite himself, and he just says, and you see him looking around. He's like, "Oh, this blood. Who wrecked the bed? Why'd you wreck the bed?"
Oh, because the criminal you were harboring dug a hole into your wall to escape.
Hey! Shh.
Behind the wall.
Yeah. They're all criminals here.
yeah, we gathered that, son.
I am not a criminal.
Neither am I.
And you see, he looks at Cassandra and he says, "Maybe not you." He looks at Ezekiel and just says, "You're wearing a mask and
A
you're not a
pointy hat.
criminal?"
No, my friend, I am an entertainer.
Aha.
My job requires a bit of gravitas.
He is, however, how you say, criminally good at it.
Aha.
How about you give me 20 minutes before you go get the sheriff?
Look, just don't.
Or how about I have some people bring these bodies with you to go to the sheriff so he doesn't have to come here?
Look,
I
I don't
think it
care
would
how
be
long
better.
it
You go.
Mhm. I don't care how long it takes you to squirrel away whatever other business that is no business of ours here, but this room needs to not be touched. Can we come to that understanding at least?
10 gold?
10 gold.
I mean, if you wish to give us 10 gold, yes, this would be fine.
I gotta clean this place. I gotta fix it up. You guys came in here and destroyed all of this, as far as I know.
How
You
many?
want this to be left alone? 10
How,
gold. That'll provide cleaning services after all this blood is dried in here.
I'm
I get
gonna-
in here now. I can clean it. It's fresh.
how many? Wait, Patrick. How many bodies did I strip the gold from?
You got gold from 6 bodies because the 7th one is out in the alleyway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gone.
And
Yeah,
it
you would
was
assume so. So you got 18 gold
okay.
and 21 silver. There was 25 gold in the bed, and then there was 190 gold in the wall.
We got
Okay.
plenty.
I throw
What
the
was the-
18 gold that I had got from the bodies. I just throw it at his feet as I bundle up the dude that's still awake and start frog marching him out.
Okay, and he says, "What you think I won't pick money up off the floor?"
Oh no, I know you
And-
will.
And yeah,
Slytherin, I love you.
and he does start picking up the gold, and he says, "All right, you I won't clean this place till the morning. How's that?
Sounds good. Now, take your 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm a little loose on these things myself. And you do what you got to do. Sounds.
Oh, deal. Deal.
What sort of things are you having to clean up? Out of curiosity.
That's none of our concern right now. I know how to play the
He
game.
he just gestures across the room where you see the bandit that has been cleaved in half by Cithrin, the one whose head was smashed in,
No, my friend.
chest that was caved in.
What do you need 20 minutes for? Out of curiosity.
To let the other guests in my establishment know that the sheriff might be coming.
I would like to insight that.
All right.
I might have a slightly overinflated sense of justice on this character. 23.
23. He's very surprisingly hard to read. You quickly realize this guy is a professional liar, but game kind of recognized game. He's telling you the truth, but there's probably more to it. So he would be alerting the other guests that stay here, and you assume they're probably lowlifes of one sort or another, but there's probably more to it as well.
Another day. Okay. We are probably not in any shape to try and stop anything. I don't say that out loud.
He could be Mo Sislak and have a killer whale in the back room.
Or pandas.
Hey, there are stats for killer whales.
Get him back to SeaWorld.
Okay.
All right. With that, what would you guys like?
I guess we're taking these bodies to the sheriff. Not the bodies, the unconscious and conscious bandits.
Yeah,
Should we
That'll
leave
take 20 minutes, right?
Should we leave someone here to watch?
I'm right down the stairs
scene?
waiting, you guys.
Should I stay behind?
Yeah, I was going to suggest leave Duma or Gus behind.
I will minister to the people around here, if you know what I'm saying.
You should really stay in the room, Gus.
Gus, my friend, would you do me a favor while you are here? Would you perform last rites for Aaron?
Absolutely. I will prep that right now. Oh shit! Ceremony isn't last rites. That's a different thing. I was gonna
You're
say
not going
that's
to marry him.
No. Last rites is an actual part of ceremony.
Yeah, they can't be brought back.
Yes, I will produce. I will do last rites on all these poor bastards. But your friend first,
Did
and
you
with
prepare it?
gusto.
Is it not a ritual?
It is
But
a
I will do
ritual,
last
but
rites, which
clerics
is
can only
just-
ritually cast stuff they've prepared.
Yeah, and then I'm going to detect magic just once over the room as an action, not a ritual.
You get only the ping of the knife in Regis's hand that he has not given back to you.
Oh, yes, Regis, may I have my knife back? You did not use it.
Well, okay. I flip it right back at him.
The Great Zeke will look at it for a second, and then, actually, it is not my style. You may benefit more from this than I do. Hold on to it.
So you asked for the knife only to give it back.
Yes.
Okay. I get back
Plus one dagger. I am a bard. He
That's
is
a weird
rogue.
flex. Give me the knife. You can have the knife.
I thought about it for a second, and I realized I can't do anything with this
This
knife.
is a nice knife.
I mean, do you have a guitar? Could you strap it to the end of the guitar?
I don't have a guitar. I have a lute.
Strap it to the end of the lute.
All right. With that, you guys can parade your prisoners through the streets over to the town hall to get them to the sheriff, and we will take a quick 5-minute bathroom break.
Oh, Patrick, while they're doing that, I will shut the door after they go, and I will quiet down into the corner, and I will sit and watch the hole and see if Dingus comes back to the scene of the crime. Actually, wait. Let's switch that up and have my mace ready and be right there. If a rat sticks its head out, club it.
I see
All
a Tom and
right,
Jerry
noted.
situation popping up.
Oh, Patrick, what would Cytherin know
Okay.
about ship Barum, since that's the one she kind of threw her lot in with? Because like what I know as may be different than what she knows. Because I know the computer game shit.
It's very, very similar. I mean, you would know
Okay.
they're not the top, but they're in the middle. So they're all still smugglers of some ilk, but they're a little more respectable. Rethnor is, because they don't have the prestige of the other ships, they're the ones that are constantly trying to sort of push the bounds and stretch out their areas of influence, but never quite seem to succeed because the other captains will put up with it to a point.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't realize it when I put it in my background, but in Neverwinter Nights, the game, Ship Barum is actually just full of were rats. This is an entire organization of were rats. So as I'm reading this, I'm just like, I wonder if that's actually canon. I should check, because that's something Cytherin would know.
I didn't remember reading anything about them being were rats in Sword and Coast Adventurer's Guide.
Like I said, I'm talking about the game, like the Neverwinter Nights game. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's different. One of the ships is Drow, but it's not that one.
Well, to be fair,
Kurth.
Neverwinter Nights
Yep.
takes place like a couple hundred years before fifth edition starts.
And honestly, I highly, 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 highly doubted that what may have been canon when Neverwinter Nights came out is still canon to this day. So I assumed it was same shit, different day, like the same thing as Ship Reznor, just a little bit more prestige, yada yada yada.
I'll be right
But
back.
I figured I should check just in case.
Maybe you're a secret were rat and Patrick hasn't told you yet.
That'd be cool. A were rat dragonborn.
I'm still a werecow.
Mrr. I forgot that's my new nickname for you. Yeah, when Cytherin wants to poke the bear, she's going to call you werecow.
Wait, that's supposed to be my trigger, that you say that and I get pissed off? It works.
I'm assuming you would. That's why she's going to, whenever she's laughing and joking, she's going to call you werecow.
Okay.
Tara.
Yo.
Did the modification I sent you work?
Oh, yes. Let's test that.
All right. How do I hide rolls here, Brendan?
So
okay, it
pull up
will work. However, you have the symbol the wrong way.
Not Whispers hiding rolls.
Yeah, no, he's talking to me.
So pull up a sheet. I don't have. Can you just give me a blank character sheet real quick? So I can show you. I think I don't remember where it is in the NPC because it's a different thing for NPCs. It's if you open the little sub thing that's not the normal. Like the part you can close.
Page. Yeah.
No, for the NPC, on the NPC sheet, it's different.
There's 4 options, and in my opinion, the best one is the toggle.
I don't like toggle because you have to do it every time you make a roll, and if you're in a big fight, it's really annoying.
No. Toggle is there's a button at the top of the sheet. You can change it between open or hidden.
That works for PCs, but this is NPCs.
No, it works on NPCs.
But yeah, if you look where I've got it open now, I think you can see that it's open when you click the gear. There's these 4 options right above armor class, or right above add dex tiebreaker to initiative. That's what you configure how much you show with.
I'm back.
So whisper with the GM, always whisper.
Oh, so I have to do it on every single NPC?
You can change it by default.
Yeah.
When you make the game, and you can change it for all sheets you make afterwards. But the sheets you've already made, yes, you do have to hit always whisper roll.
The alternative is if there's something you want to hide, make sure both the name of the sheet and the name of the creature type on the actual sheet itself. Like, for example, my sheet says Jalkin Liette, and so does the name on my character sheet. If they're different and you have it set to show it, it'll show, for example, where you did there, where at, because it says just where at there as opposed to Slim. If you had changed
Yep.
where
Yeah.
at to Slim, it would have been just Slim.
The NPC name and roles show /hide. Yeah, I set everything by default to hide because then it makes I don't have any exceptions. Like, oh no, there's something weird about this NPC whose name I'm not letting you see, or whose roles I'm not letting you see, and you don't get to see the ridiculous bonus on a certain character's roles.
Yeah.
Also, Patrick, I looked through the the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, and I converted the Minotaur character sheet from Unearthed Arcana to the Ravnica, and there literally isn't any difference. A lot of difference. So pretty much my stats come out the same.
What guild does Minotaurs under?
They have
I think Rule?
one of two guilds, which is
I know one
I
has to
wrote-
be Rule, but what else? If there's two,
one is like a chaotic neutral guild. They just fight.
Okay.
And
I have it right
That's-
here in front of me.
I can't find the
Everyone
name.
it descends from the Origin line. Okay. Yeah. The Ordrun line, sorry. There's other important family lines are the Karin line, primarily associated with the Gruul Scab clan.
Gruul, yeah.
And the
they're the fun ones.
Drenda line, found scattered among the Gruul clans, and the Tazgral line divided between the Boros and the Gruul,
oh,
with significant number in the Rakdos as well.
The Rakdos
all
is
of
more
the
like
red
an
guilds.
organized. Yeah.
All of the red guilds except one. I can't figure out which
The
one.
Gruul-
Red is it?
The
you're
Gruul-
talking about
yeah.
Commander Grosden of the Boros Legion?
No, like the guilds are 2-color combinations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all of the red ones except Is It, which is the red blue, which is the best guild. I need to get Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. I didn't buy it when it came out because I wasn't that
Nope.
into Magic yet.
I need one more second.
Not a problem. I'm just
I
exhausted
still-
today.
Hey,
I still need to buy Medium Armor.
you guys remember how we were talking about nostalgia?
No.
I remember that.
I'm kind of nostalgic for that conversation. Are you okay? What are you typing?
Is there a negative inspiration we can give you?
I could throttle him.
I could. What, in real life or in the game?
He's
In
Yes.
real life, he's only 10 feet at the most.
Actually, I
away
can do
from me.
this. I can do this.
Please note whatever you're doing. Oh, you're just muting him, aren't you?
We're all.
and yet I have no problem with this.
What's that? I don't know why Brendan isn't talking.
Did you block him?
So
Brendan muted himself.
He keeps
Oh.
muting himself. I don't know why.
Let's see if you get any more inspirations.
Sorry.
Actually, did I give you an inspiration?
Last game?
No, you gave the rogue all the inspiration.
One to the rogue, one to
And-
one would reach just one Sithrin, and one to
Duma.
Yeah,
And
I don't think
unfortunately-
tackling the big bad when two of the characters want to bone him is probably inspirational. It might
Oh,
be.
that's the other kind of inspiration. I didn't give anybody
What?
inspiration. Last session in last night. last night's session.
Okay, all right. That makes me understand what they're referencing a bit.
Oh yeah,
better.
by the
Okay.
way, 2 characters are ready to jump the big bad's bones.
Well, we didn't know he was the big bad. He just had very
knew.
nice.
I mean,
Oh, we all knew.
Why are you assuming 2?
Hey, last night I impersonated
your character has not
Laurel
interacted with him.
Silverhand. Yeah, that was fun.
I just
No.
Your
wanted
character
him to
literally
put-
hasn't interacted with him. He's been either not joined the party yet or sick.
I just wanted
That is
him
true.
to put on some pants. That's it.
That's
He put on
how we'll know.
He won't be wearing pants. Brilliant.
Put on pants last night.
All right. Is everybody back?
Present.
Yes.
All right. So the 7 of you have brought these 2 bandits to Sheriff Markham. He has put them in the cell next to the barbarian, who is unconscious and sleeping and snoring moderately loudly.
He looks a lot warmer.
And the sheriff just sort of says he's doing fine. He will be ready to leave with you in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, we have something to tell you. Gus, tell him about the woman.
I'm not there.
Oh, you can't wait. Oh, why are you never here?
I am
we
guarding the
talked
crime
about the
scene.
woman. Me,
Gus is
we
Gus
didn't-
is short
we
for
didn't talk-
Snuffleupagus. He's not actually real. You guys just imagine.
you flipped the bed.
We saw him really this time.
And we
He's
didn't
the
talk
mythical
about,
horseman.
we didn't talk about it, did we?
So you're
the bar?
saying there's a half man, half horse walking around the town right now?
No, he's half man, half horse, half bear pig. Did we talk about it, Patrick, at the bar? Did we talk about the woman?
I'm pretty sure.
No,
yeah,
because
no, we
you-
did.
I
Hold
can't
on.
remember ever saying anything about the woman to anyone else.
Ezekiel
I know.
wasn't at the bar with you. That when you guys were at the bar, he was at the jail cell because Ezekiel was not a hired guard, so he was not getting paid.
Oh, but
You guys certainly could have shared the information after you met up and walked across town.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
that
what
would have
happened.
been something we talked about, but okay.
Because I was there when Gus saw this
Gus didn't tell
supposed.
you about the woman.
But he did. So I was like, Gus, what are you doing? And then you're like, I thought I saw that woman.
Yeah, that's
Gus
not really evidence of anything,
Gus is here.
except that you're racist.
No, but then we were there when this other guy's like the Ice Witch.
Yeah, you were there with me,
I wasn't there for
but
that.
he wasn't there for that. We haven't come to the conclusion as a party yet, and it's not relevant to the conversation that's about to happen. Sheriff, we brought you these 2 people. They were working with Slim, who I am sure you are familiar with, and who is a were-rat, by the way.
I've not heard the name Slim. But we've definitely been looking into who's been running this protection racket. I've not actually had the pleasure of meeting him yet.
Yeah, he
perhaps-
was at the North Look.
Did I take the sword from the Harper?
Did you?
I probably would have because it was silvered.
Yeah, I would assume you would.
The great Ezekiel will hand the sword to the sheriff and say, "This may be of use if you run into him."
The sheriff looks at it and just says, I thank you for this. Even if I don't use it, I'm sure my deputy would be happy to carry it. My weapon has no problem killing lycanthropes. Let's just put it that way.
Very good.
What else transpired in that room? What are my men going to find when they get?
There is one body that is not like the rest. A local. You know Aaron, yes? Well, I suppose you knew Aaron, yes?
I knew of him.
I'm very sorry to say that he has passed away at the hands of Slim.
That is certainly terrible news. We will get a description from the men in the cell and have a set of flyers and posters put up looking for this man. Did you find money or goods or any other information? Do you know where he would have run off?
The men with him did not seem to know. They were hired mercenaries. We did find gold, which we have been asked to return to the businesses which he extorted it from.
And at this point, Reardon will poke her head in the door as she would have followed you guys to the sheriff's office and just says, 150 of that is mine. I gave it to that scumbag. He threatened me.
I do not believe we have all of the gold, but we have some of it. And probably you will not be getting all of it back.
And she looks at you and just said, I told you could have half. I'll be happy with 50. Sheriff, can I just have 50? I need that to repair my building.
You
And the
misunderstand.
sheriff will go ahead.
I just simply believe we do not find all of the gold that he extorted from all of the businesses. We'll just have to be split fairly, right, among the businesses that were extorted.
Yes, and you see the sheriff just kind of rub his bald head, and he's just like, "Oh, that's going to be fun. All right, leave the money with me, and I will deal with everyone who's going to come forward demanding money."
Do we get a reward? I feel like we should get a reward.
Maybe, and I'll sort of put my hand on Ezekiel's shoulder and be like, maybe we shouldn't push it tonight. What do you think? This has been a stressful situation for all,
You are right.
including the sheriff.
Hey, Brendan, maybe you should tackle him.
I'll put I'll put all 190 gold on the table.
All right, and he will just smile and say, "You've done the city proud. Your reward might be us overlooking the murder of 5 men.
Self-defense.
That sounds very mighty generous of you, sir. Thank you very much."
And he will nod at you, Radigan, and just say, "We appreciate what you've done, but I don't need you being a band of vigilantes in my town now. You're not going to be a problem, are you?"
I assure you, sir, we weren't planning on this tonight. We were looking forward to nice warm accommodations as opposed to what transpired tonight. I suspect that we're all going to be here pretty late dealing with paperwork and questions.
And he sort of smiles and he just says, "Oh, not me, but my men sure will be." And he, looks at you and, he says, "I understand most of you are staying at the Gelden Stag. If anything more comes up, I will come find you there. Otherwise, why don't you take the rest of the night off?"
And Radigan will tip his hat and say, "Have a pleasant night, Sheriff," and he'll get up to start leaving.
And he will just say, "I do thank you, and I will be seeing you in the morning for your transport." Yeah.
Yes. Oh, by the way, friends, would you like to help me escort this barbarian out of town?
Yes.
I'll help.
How much of trouble are we expecting with this?
Well, we have proven to be quite an efficient little group of adventurers so far, haven't we? I don't think it would be anything we cannot handle.
Yes.
To be fair, I think you and me and Fangirl here are already kind of committed to it.
But
Well-
it wouldn't be as nearly as fun without more company, yes?
Always. Who else
You-
is going to tell our grand deeds but you, the great Ezekiel?
I will. I will be telling them. This is something of a job.
You see Radigan just kind of mulling this over in his head and just kind of looking a little resigned and saying, well, I guess don't have anything else to do up here for 3 months, so guess an adventuring party wouldn't be a bad thing to start on.
And as you are exiting, then Reardon will wait, and you see she's ready to immediately dash in to talk to the sheriff. But the sheriff will call just as you're leaving Ezekiel. He will just say, "I'll see that Aaron's body gets to Mithan."
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Mithan?
Oh, she's the priestess of Aminator. She runs the temple here in town. I know they were friends, and she would probably be the one that would want to deal with the last rites and looking after his body.
I see.
Whoops.
Well, much obliged. I know this is going to be a long night, and I'm sorry to place this on you, Sheriff. We'll just be on our way.
All right. Going back to the hotel room, Augustus, as you are lying in wait over the hole, nothing pokes its head out. You do hear the sound of hurried footsteps out in the hall as you hear word going that the sheriff and or the city watch is sort of on its way, and you hear just people sort of banging on doors and yelling, and then after about 15 minutes everything kind of goes quiet, and then back to normal, and the door to the room opens, and you see a very sort of common ruffian sort of step in and then immediately see the room, look at you, and just immediately shut the door.
That is a good idea, son.
And you hear the sound of scurrying footsteps out in the hallway. But other than that, after about 25 minutes to a half hour, the city watch arrives. They let you know that they've been told what's been going on. They start searching the room, searching everything. They question you as to, anything more that you may have seen or heard.
I just tell them exactly what happened. I don't know what they told them, but I'm just going to tell these guys exactly what happened.
All right. And you see them look at each other and just say, "Yeah, it's the same thing we were told. All right, you can go if you want. Thank you for your service. The sheriff just wanted us to let you know. Try not to kill anybody else tonight."
Oh, my friends, please step outside with me just before you take your watch tonight, and come over to my cart, and I will hand them 2 bowls of stew before I leave. Good stew,
Oh,
not nanny stew.
Ooh.
and they happily take it and just say, "Thank you. It's going to be a long, cold night for us."
There is a very rare chili from the south that I put in that makes it extra hot.
And as you say that, one of them, you just see his eyes start to go red, and his starts tearing up a little. He's like, "Yeah, it's pretty hot." And they'll just, wish you good night. And you see them, they finish up their stew and they just kind of sigh and head on upstairs.
Well, I guess I should meet up with my friends, huh? Oh, who am I talking to? Oh, you wily wind, let us go and see what we can find, huh? And I will wander off into the night.
I'm sensing a lot of ennui in the room tonight.
So much ennui. All right, I will say you guys had set the Gelden Stag up as your meeting place, since you are all staying there except for Radigan.
Then I'll head back there eventually.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll pop by the Geldenstag tonight just to sort of make sure everyone's back and everyone's good to go, and then I'll sort of take my leave.
All right, so you guys are sitting in the small tavern section here at the inn.
Oh, such a rough day. Oh, I think I shall draw another bath.
I have a sketch pad right here.
No, darling.
Boo.
I just waved down for more alcohol.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Some mulled wine, please.
The hardest drink you have behind the bar.
Mead.
All right. And, there is a green-skinned half-orc that is looking after things and, easily able to provide you guys with mead and sort of hot drinks. There is still a little bit of meat left on the spits that are roasting in the fire in the sort of center of the area. There are a couple of other, guests sitting around, and they get up and wander in and out through the night. And as you guys are sitting there and conversing, after a little while, the door opens and you see a brunette woman in a sort of heavy cloak walk. Come on. And, she looks around, immediately spies,
Oh,
heads
hello.
over to your table, and
Explodes.
looks around, and she is about 30 to 35 years old, but she has really sort of weathered skin. You can tell she's used to sort of the cold, and maybe has uh, lived outside, so you can see sort of sun and wind damage. And as she speaks, her voice is incredibly just sort of husky and wrecked, like she's been a smoker most of her life. And she almost immediately pulls a pipe out and lights up and just says, "Good evening. I'm Mithan. I'm the priestess for Amanadar here. I hear you found my friend Aaron's body this morning."
Yes, I'm sorry about that. And Ezekiel is very quickly making his way around the table.
Are you who he sent word to in?
I am.
And she looks around and just says, "Is it safe to talk?"
Safe enough. And Ezekiel will very try to subtly shake her hand with the emblem in it to hand it over to her.
Do you guys want to, if you guys want to talk, let me move in between, and I will clap my hooves, I guess, so they can go into the back and talk away from people. I'll make a lot of ruckus as I'm moving. Oh, my feet are so loud, I do apologize.
Yeah, everybody in the bar is looking at you, and you can tell. I mean, between you and Duma and Cithrin, people have been sort of casting glances your way all night, just curiously. Nithan will slide around to the.
That's not making us more subtle.
No, I'm just covering for. Oh my horrible. How do you say butt gas? No, it's butt Gus.
Derriere.
All right, and Mithan will, sort of lean in and conspiratorially just say, "I was worried about Aaron because I I sent him a note to meet with my friend Aglanel, but he never showed up. And I know he was bringing up some weapons to deal with the ship Rethnor people that he thought were were-rats, so he ordered some silver weapons."
He had one on him. I gave it to the sheriff in case he runs into Slim, who is
Where?
aware of that.
Yeah, he had a nose for that kind of thing. Where's the rest of them?
He only had one on him.
Well,
Oh, that is what it was. I was wondering. I gave it to Donovan. It is
Okay.
where I was told to.
Yes, that is safe. I will let Donovan know. I don't know what he'll do with them. I suppose you probably could all outfit yourselves with them if you wanted at this point. Aaron, that is, was looking to find people to help him take out I don't know, the con artists, the shakedown folk, whatever you want to call them.
That sounds like an excellent idea. We may or may not have gotten on his bad side. I may or may not have attacked him with my mind.
She just laughs and just says, "Well, Aaron was going to attack him with his sword, so I think it all works out. Perhaps you should all meet with my friend Aglanel. He's a hunter, trapper in the area, and he's got an interesting tale to tell."
Does he live in the city? Because we are leaving first thing tomorrow morning.
She says he doesn't live here, but he's in town. He's staying at the temple with me because he doesn't have coin to stay anywhere else. You could come by in the morning and see him before you depart.
And what is his name?
Aglonel, Aglonel.
I think that would be a wonderful idea. If we are going there anyway to get free silvered weapons, friends, we could hear what he has to say.
Sure.
Why are you leaving tomorrow?
We are helping out a friend of ours who has to leave town.
Well, you be careful out trekking. The animal attacks are becoming more and more frequent the last couple of months, and I mean, like with the Yeti attack today, we've never seen anything like that here before. They're getting more brazen.
And Gus, come
Maybe
over
connected.
here. We heard from the barbarian that there's this ice witch, and that she appears whenever there's like something like a Yeti attack, and then suddenly disappears.
That is like what I saw in the snow. I thought I saw a woman during the Yeti attack, but when I arrived, no Shally was to be found.
So maybe the old barbarian is right.
Mithan will ask you, was it a young woman? Was she blue? Was it covered in ice? Did you see like a six-pointed snowflake?
I don't remember seeing any of that. You never described that. I think she was just. I saw a woman in the blinding snow. Is that what I saw?
That is what you saw.
I saw a woman. Did she have like a white dress, or was it?
She did look white. I mean, and it just sort of blended in with the snow. And Mithan will say, could be, I don't know, a believer in a follower of Aro. They, with this terrible winter, they've been far more pervasive and, I don't know, diligent in getting people to go with their cause. But I would know nothing about them disappearing. That's above my scale.
No, one moment she was there, and the next gone. I did not get a good look. White on white.
And she says, I'll look through my books and see what I can find about that before the night is over. They're going to deliver Aaron's body to the temple, probably within the next hour, so I'll be up for the rest of the night. Is there anything else I can help you out with while you're here?
Yes, actually. Do you know of a friend of mine and Erin's who works out of the market? A beggar?
She thinks for a second and says, well, I know that, but... And she looks very reticent to say it out loud. She's like, that's something I'll mention to you privately.
All right, I will talk to you when we come to pick up the weapons then.
Absolutely. I don't want to get in that kind of trouble.
That is okay. I'm just seeing if you knew who I was talking about. To make sure, I'm not personally acquainted with her, and wasn't even sure if she was in town.
She's here. I've only ever heard Aaron mention her, and I'm not sure I was even supposed to hear the name, but yeah, she passes information along as your group often does. I try and stay out of that business as much as I can, but I'll help here and there. I might have some holy water or something else at the temple that could assist you if you wish.
That is very generous of you.
She says, well, I mean, high harvest tide is coming in 5 days now, so the town is getting ready for its celebrations, and we're a small temple, but we're certainly part of things here. So you guys take care, and you let me know what I can do. I'm very sorry about Aaron. It's a terrible thing. And with that, she will stand, get ready to leave. She heads to the door, and as she gets to the door, you can see her pause and just sort of turns back and just says, you guys might want to take a look at this.
What is it?
Oh, something else.
I will come and look.
And as you look, you can see the skyline sort of on the other side of town. There is a green burning fire.
What, like Aurora Borealis?
No, this looks like
This
a
time of
large
year?
building is burning, but it is not a normal fire. I will say, Radigan, you would almost immediately recognize it as like an alchemist's fire kind of thing. And It's just something you can see on the far side of the town. And Mithan will just sort of say, oh, that's
No
the
rest for
last
the
thing we
wicked.
need here. No rest for anybody up north.
Is that near the gate where we came in?
It is.
Near the jail.
Yeah, her shop just caught on fire.
And that is where we are going to leave it for the night.
All right, with that, I would like to thank everyone that was chatting with us tonight first. So, ZLT and Jingo the Fool, thanks for the bits. Thank you for chatting today. Jingo is a part of our Heroes Wanted collective in the doobly-doo down below. Oh, and hi, Kane Phoenix! Otherwise, I would like to thank Avocado Bandado, Commander Root, Psycho Motion, Electrical Onboard, Jodya, Leet, Lurks, Merle Flector, and Party Wipe Games for watching us. Catch us this Sunday at 11:30 Eastern for Embers of the Last War. See you then. Bye bye.